Hello everybody, this is Scott. Today I'll be answering a couple questions, and it's one of them. They're basically they're the same question, yet they were all basically saying, how do I secure my computer how do I basically secure my computer? Oh, the best. Generally I always like to do free, so you just grab a free antivirus. If you saw my top 5 video, then those are the ones that I recommend. But yes, those are the ones that I recommend. I recommend of course, you're going to get one antivirus product. Just don't use Microsoft. They have failed every AV test for like the past 4 months. Well, 4 trials, and they do them like how often? Every 4 months. So they basically failed every test for like a year now. And I no longer wish to deal with them. So what we're going to do is you're going to choose one of those, and then you're going to say, okay, what else do I need? When it comes to choosing, when you want to maximize your computer security and you want to make sure that you can keep your computer safe, you want to have as many tools as you can, but you don't want to impact the computer. So let me just give you a list of what kind of software you will need. You will need an antivirus product. Antivirus, great. It's going to protect your computer against malware. Most malware will be blocked by this. It's going to be your main line of defense against malware right after your browser. I know, right? Shocker, your browser is probably the greatest tool you have to defend against malware. And you're going to need a good browser, clearly. Google Chrome didn't do as well as Internet Explorer 10 did with blocking malware, but it has better download protection. And since malicious sites are blocked via the web browser, then those are what you're going to worry about. Basically, how they tested this is they had malicious. You basically have malicious code from sites that had bad reputation, and Internet Explorer was found to block those sites better. I haven't seen this, but you know, what are we gonna do? So grab a browser. Internet Explorer, I don't like it just because it sucks. I did a review twice now, and it just sucks. So we're not gonna bother with it. Chrome. Grab Chrome. Chrome is probably the most secure browser you can get right now. Some people are gonna say no Opera or no Firefox all the way. Go away, trolls. Warn you now. Opera. Actually, if there are Opera people saying that, I might as well say yeah, go ahead and use Opera because they're moving towards using the same. They're working on for the Chromium technology, which is the Chromium project, which is what Google Chrome's clearly running. So there you go. You can use that. But then you'll want an extension. Get a malicious site extension. Bitdefender Traffic Light and Avast Online Security are the ones that I recommend. Great. They warn sites beforehand. I definitely recommend the Bitdefender Traffic Light, though. It's the best one that I've had. If you don't want that, then use Web of Trust or use them both at the same time. Not my place to tell you. Just giving you advice. You also want an anti-spyware software. A lot of people say, well, why would I need that? I already have antivirus, so what's the point of anti-spyware? That is true. Anti-spyware software has generally been kind of like pointless in nowadays, but it's still an added form of security. And something like Spybot Search and Destroy over here actually has a lot of bonus security features. Spybot, if you use Windows 7, is how you pretty much unlock the full power because the developers have not really been working. Hold on. There we go. That was weird. It pretty much lagged for a second. You don't see that. But they've been making some serious changes to it, and I'm going to quickly show you some of the added security features in the settings. Of course, you have the default immunization and their internet protection full. Windows security is integrated. It's integrated into there. But what you're going to want is internet protection, and you can use a Spybot proxy. Spybot is its own proxy that protects you against malicious website and cookies system-wide. Due to Microsoft security restrictions, Windows 8 is currently not supported. I use Windows 8, so I can't use that. But, yes, Spybot has actually made a great proxy service that can protect you against more malicious sites, which is what we all want to hear. So that's pretty much why you want an anti-spyware software. Then you're going to want a firewall. Firewalls are going to stop your computer from being hacked or allowing inside or outbound and inbound connections that you do not allow. So for instance, if I have a Trojan on my computer that's trying to basically turn my computer in part of a botnet so it can do a DDoS attack, then my firewall, it's done at the point. My firewall will be able to block it. And it's going to say, hey, this application or this item is accessing the internet. Do you want it to? And I'll say no. There we go. Now I'm protected against that. And then what do we have? Anti-exploit. This is actually one of the newer anti-exploit is one of the newer items. Malwarebytes anti-exploits, while it is in beta, it's actually one of the most ingenious ideas I've seen, because it's going to, in theory, prevent black hole exploits from getting onto your computer. And that's just what you need. The anti-exploit software is something that we're all going to be looking forward to, so we can stop them from exploiting. So, yeah, we have our exploits blocked, we have the anti-spyware blocked, we have our malware blocked, what else? And we have our connections blocked. What else do we need? You've got all these items, and then there's still one that you'll need, and that is an anti-keylogging software. I think Online Armor, which is a firewall, it comes with anti-keylogging, or it scans for keyloggers. It's hard to find anti-keylogging software. I know a lot of people seem to like Key Scrambler. I don't really I've never had like a real use for it, but keylogging is definitely one of the worst things that can happen to you. They can very easily get into your passwords and hack all of your accounts. So an anti-keylogging software is basically I'll think of it this way. They go in and a keylogger, let's just say you have a keylogger on your computer, and one that works functional anti-keylogging software should prevent your computer from getting into your accounts. It can't track them because it's gonna make all of your keys appear in a random order to the software. It's not gonna know which keys you're hitting, or it shouldn't know. So yes, anti-keylogging software is very important. And with all these items, your computer is pretty much the most secure that you can get it. The only other thing I can recommend doing is getting something like Bitdefender SafePay, which is a sandbox browser that allows it when you're doing, this is pretty much when you're banking, you use it and you cannot be keylogged in there. Malware cannot track your information, and you cannot get malware on, well, you shouldn't be able to get malware on the host machine. With all of that, you have basically the best security setup. I'm not going to give you any specifics, but here's how I would do it. Anti-malware, 360 internet security. Firewall. Either Online Armor or Komodo Firewall. Anti-spyware, spybot search and destroy. Anti-exploit, Malwarebytes anti-exploit. Browser, Chrome. Web of Trust, for my extensions would be Web of Trust and Bitdefender Traffic Light. And then what else? What else did I say you all needed? Oh, anti-keylogging probably would be Key Scrambler, or using the one with, I think, Online Armor. So if Online Armor has one, I'd probably use that one first. And with all those, I bid you adieu. So thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for another video and keep these questions going. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.